Welcome to Splitting Rails, the official monthly podcast of the Abraham Lincoln Council. Join your hosts, Matt Torres and James Grable, as they present relevant and sometimes irrelevant topics about scouting to scouters and non-scouters alike.
Welcome back, Matt.
Welcome back, James.
Our second episode. We're past the inaugural.
Number 2, still here. Jeff has not given us any indication he plans on canceling us, so we're just going to keep rolling until he does, I guess.
All right. On this episode, we're going to be diving into the topics of Eagle Scouts. I know that's a big topic for our council this upcoming couple of months. We'll also be looking at our Scout store. What's new? What's coming? So.
Yeah, it sounds like an awesome show. I know as an Eagle Scout myself, I'm really excited to get those young men and women on our show and talk about being Eagle Scout, their success stories. And looking forward to a great show with you, sir.
Awesome. What do you say we start splitting those rails?
Let's split those rails. Welcome to this month's safety moment, prohibited activities. First, ask yourself this question. Is this activity in a handbook or other current literature of the Boy Scouts of America? If it is, great. Then you know it's part of the BSA program. Wait, it's not in any BSA handbook or literature. Then ask yourself this. Does it support the values of the Boy Scouts of America? If this activity helps to create good conduct, respect for others, and honesty, that's most likely good to go. Note, values do not use fun, exciting, wilder, crazy, or faster as a test, nor do they include, we've always done it. The next test, is it age appropriate? For instance, by design, the program limits the use of throwing knives and tomahawks to youth in Scouts BSA and above, and limits the use of pocket knives in Cub Scouting to bears and above. A list of age-appropriate guidelines are available in the Guide to Safe Scouting. So, the activity you want to do isn't in the handbook, but you think it supports the values of the BSA and appears to be age-appropriate. Last test. Is it prohibited or unauthorized? Look at the list of the prohibited activities in the Guide to Safe Scouting to be sure. So, how does something get on the list? From time to time, cross-functioning teams of volunteers and professional staff are asked to evaluate programs or activities to incorporate into scouting. Sometimes the near miss, social media, or an actual incident that brings an activity forward for review. Other times, it's a request for a new or revised program or merit badge. These requests are reviewed by a team using various risk assessment tools found in the Enterprise Risk Management Committee Guidebook. As of this writing, 21 activities are on the prohibited list. Prohibitions include failing to deliver programs as designed or contained in our literature and common sense restrictions that include extreme sports, pyrotechnics, shooting or throwing at each other, and power tool use. This list is not comprehensive, but it serves as a definitive list of prohibited activities and offers a broad sense of what is not allowed at a scouting activity. In addition, our program literature outlines restrictions or age-appropriate activities. For example, the National Shooting Sports Manual has a list of restricted activities including boomerangs, spears, crossbows, and blowguns. COPE literature restricts belaying. Finally, there are some activities that may be restricted at the unit level, but are allowed as part of a council level activity. These include all-terrain vehicles and personal watercraft use, and the Pistol Safety and Marksmanship Program for use in Scouts BSA. Additionally, certain activities are specifically authorized at high adventure bases, such as crossbows at the Summit Bechtel Reserve and reloading ammunition at Philmont Scout Ranch. This has been this month's Safety Moment. Catch you next month.
Hello and welcome to this segment of the podcast. Today, we're going to be interviewing an Eagle Scout, one of our first female Eagle Scouts for the Abraham Lincoln Council, Corin. How you doing, Corin?
Pretty good. How are you?
All right. So we're just going to kind of pick the mind of an Eagle Scout, female Eagle Scout, and see what it was like for you. And what was your most memorable moment being a part of the local troop here? what would you say was the most um, memorable part that will live with you for the rest of your life?
I'd probably say Northern Tier and Swamp Base.
Okay. For people out there that's not sure what Northern Tier or Swamp Base is, could you kind of briefly describe what those are?
There are two canoeing high adventures. Northern Tier is up north, and Swamp Base is down south in Louisiana, and they're both 5-day canoeing trips.
Very nice. So, did you actually see the alligators at the Swamp Base?
We saw a lot of alligators, and we swam in the waters near them, which was a bit scary the first couple times, but
Better you than me. I would. No way. um, so, how long have you known that you wanted to be an Eagle Scout or join the Scouts BSA? Because it's only been a couple of years since the girls have joined Boy Scouts of America. So, how long have you been wanting to do this?
well, I've been wanting to join since my brother joined in Cub Scouts. So since I was probably in kindergarten, I've wanted to actually join because that's when I began to understand what it was.
Okay.
And then as soon as he moved into Boy Scouts and learned about the Eagle, that's when I started wanting to be the Eagle. And then just after that, hoping that it would eventually become possible.
Very nice. And it did. And here you are. So that's awesome. On your way to becoming an Eagle, there is like certain merit badges that you have to earn. 21, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Some required, Eagle required merit badges, and some are just, merit badges to kind of explore, hobbies or certain jobs down the road, right? What would you say was like the most interesting merit badge or the one that you liked the most? Which one was that?
Welding.
Welding. So you actually welded up something? What'd you weld?
I did it at a weekend camp, so we didn't get to weld a lot, but we just welded a few pieces of metal together and then welded our initials into them.
Oh, very nice. And you still got it?
Yeah.
Sweet. What would you say was the most difficult merit badge you had to earn?
For me, swimming,
Okay.
because when I can't see my feet, I'm not that great at it, and I was doing it at Camp Bun, so couldn't see my feet.
Shout out for Camp Bun. So awesome. Yeah, it's a little daunting, the difference between open lake and open, pool where you can actually see the bottom. So you never know what lurks underneath the depths there. We have the great fish that like to tickle the toes a little bit. So, it's always fun. Um, so for me, I've never been an eagle. I got to do some Cub Scouting and things like that. But, running Camp Bun and seeing some scouts come in and conquer some fears such as climbing or something like that was very inspirational for me to continue on. Was there something during your scouting adventure that you overcame, some kind of fear like public speaking or, heights or?
Not really. I have some difficulty with heights, and even though I've come up against that several times in my scouting career, I have yet to actually conquer that.
Okay.
But it keeps coming up, so hopefully eventually I'll get there.
So tell me about your Eagle project. Every Eagle Scout has to produce an Eagle project, and they have to do some kind of leadership or, they have to pretty much plan out their whole Eagle project. Can you talk a little bit about your Eagle project?
What I did is I made a woodshed at my church in New Berlin. I was building off of two previous Eagle projects. My brother put a fire pit out there for them. And then Glenn Smith, who's also in that troop, he put benches out. And so I was sort of adding to that, putting a pretty large woodshed out there so that they could have some wood stored there. And then I also filled it, so it's easier for them to use.
And how long did it take you to do the woodshed from start of your project, planning part all the way to the end?
Probably a month or two.
Okay.
Because of the paperwork, of course.
It's a big part of it.
Yeah.
The paperwork, and then, the rest of it's all about building and things like that. So, well, we're very excited to have you, become one of our first female Eagle Scouts. It's very exciting, especially in our time and era. BSA has become more family oriented with our Cub Scouting program. So it's nice to see our first female Eagle Scouts come through. So congratulations on you. And Mom's sitting off to the side. So congratulations. I knew it took a little bit of pushing. So at times, probably, right?
A little bit.
A little bit. So again, thank you for being on. And, is there anything else that you want to like a special shout out there to anybody that helped you along, besides Mom, right?
Pretty much just everyone in Troops 13 and 1300.
Okay.
They were all there and offered their help right away as soon as I asked.
Very nice. Well, thank you again, Corin, for coming on. And we look forward to seeing what you do after Eagle. I mean, is there any other plans that you have after Eagle, like college, military?
College, yes. And before that, I'm going to be working on my Gold Award for Girl Scouts.
Oh, very nice. So you're in both. Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you.
And I know the Gold Award is a very prestigious moment in the Girl Scouting program. Mm-hmm. So for those that, don't know, you could definitely be in both programs. So, and it's very possible to get both Eagle and Gold Award. So congratulations on the Gold Award too. So look forward to that. Well, again, thank you, Corin, for being on. And we'll leave it there. Well, welcome back. Got with us today, Brandy, our office manager at the Abraham Lincoln Council Service Center, here to talk a little bit about the updates for our store. So Brandy, I know these are like difficult times and people might be a little weary about, how do I get my scouting items? Can you talk a little bit about some of our policies as far as the store goes and how people can pick things up?
Sure. We are open to the public, so you are welcome to come in the store. We even have our dressing rooms available. Dressing room. Sorry, we only have one. Our dressing room is available, so if you need to try on uniform pieces, you're welcome to do that. The only thing that we ask is that you do have a mask on when you are in the building, and that you keep it on the whole time that you're in the building, and that you be aware of social distancing if there are other people in the store. Now, if you are uncomfortable coming in the building, that's okay too. You can call the Scout office. You can place an order over the phone. You can pay over the phone, and then we can have your order out in the vestibule for you to pick up. So you can have a no contact pickup, or we can even do a curbside delivery and bring your order out to your vehicle. If you call us and let us know that you're you're on your way, we can be ready for you. So we're willing to work for you, or work with you and for you.
There we go. So you can always call us here at the office, 529-2727. I think we can even take them by email, askabe@scouting.org.
Absolutely.
So I know a lot of new things going on in the council. We had some changes in some of our staffing. So Jeff has been very involved in I don't know how to say, increasing the visibility of, our council and things. But some of those other changes are changes to the store. Yeah. You mind dropping us a little bit of tidbits of information?
I can maybe give a few hints.
Nice.
I will. I'll admit that those plans are still underway, so I don't know all of the details of all the changes that are going to happen yet. But what I can tell you is that we're going to be kind of rearranging the layout of the store just to update it a little bit, make sure it has an updated, more modern look, that there's good flow, that things are easy for you to find when you come in. So you will start to see some changes to the way the store looks, but nicely, we're a size that's not too scary. Hopefully it won't be the same reactions when you go to Meijer and they've rearranged the store and you're mad because you can't find the flour or whatever. But
quit moving the aisles on me.
Yeah. But we are going to be rearranging some things, and then we're going to be doing some refresh to our inventory also, including adding some Abraham Lincoln Council branded apparel.
Exciting.
So I think that is exciting.
I'm very pumped for some actual merchandise that has our logo and our stamp on it.
Me too. I'm going to be buying one when we have some.
So I'm very excited about the things that we do offer, specialty items in the store and things like that. Can you talk a little bit about those items that's in our store?
Sure. Well, one of the things that is timely is Pinewood Derby supplies. So if you have your Pinewood Derby coming up, we have the car kits. We have some really fun black light wheels I just found out today. So if you want kind of a cool look to your car, we have like, I don't want to say 6 to 8 different colors of wheels. We have a little driver that you can paint and add onto your car. We also have the weights that you need. So kind of a one-stop shop for the things you need to put your Pinewood Derby car together. So make sure you come in and grab those supplies. Other things that you might not know that we have, a lot of people come in for their uniform pieces, of course. I think that's what everybody knows we are, is the place to come get your scouting uniform.
Uniforms and patches.
Yep, and your books and things like that. But besides the Pinewood Derby cars, we have camping supplies, of course, but we have gift items too. And it's stuff that whether you are in scouting or not in scouting, or maybe you're coming out to the store to get some scouting stuff, but you have a birthday gift you need to buy for a youth in your family or one of your kids' friends. We have some cool stuff for that too. One thing that's been popular probably for the last several years are intention word bracelets.
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen them, James, but it's a washer that has like a metal washer that has a word imprinted on it, and then the bracelet is made out of a cord, like a colorful cord. And those have been popular for a while, but especially this time of year, people will often pick a word of intention for the new year. So that's timely too. But we have some really cute bracelets that have words from the Scout Law on them. So they say things like kind and friendly and helpful and brave.
Very nice.
Yeah. We also have science kits. You can make a tin can robot, or we have some mini weather stations. We have a secret message decoder. And those are fun for anyone, whether you're a scout or not a scout. Maybe you have kids who are feeling cooped up at home. Maybe as parents, you're trying to find some activities for them that don't involve a screen or something to keep them occupied for a while. Those science kits are fun.
I could send my co-host some secret messages and see if he can decode.
Yeah. We should have brought one in here and tried it.
I left it on that side.
Yeah. See, that's what we're missing. We should have done a hands-on putting together a science kit together. Yeah. We have a lot of other crafts, wood crafts. I'm really excited about one of them. We have these wood letter kits that spell out "do your best," and that's kind of popular right now.
Yeah.
People to decorate rooms with words, or just like with a big wooden letter. So these can be painted, or you can take scrapbook paper and Mod Podge and decorate them. So if you're looking for a fun craft for your kid, or for your kid, or as a parent, and you can decorate it to match their room and
Nice.
put it up in their room. Yeah. I think those are super fun. We have leatherwork wristbands. We have leather knife pouch kits. We have those braided paracord wrist straps that you can make. You know, they're kind of a survival thing, aren't they?
Yep.
That you then can unwind it if you're stuck out in the woods and you need some twine or whatever.
Save me.
Yeah. There are things like there's a catapult. That's kind of, I don't know. Maybe you want to have that one. Maybe you don't. Bird feeders and a bug cage. And if you want to make a craft to give to a family member as a gift, there's a mug tree that you can paint. There's all kinds of stuff in there.
So not only do we have like craft items, but we also have certain gift items. And I know the big thing going on right now that our council's gearing up for is our Eagle recognition stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of things, do we have as far as gift sides in our shop?
Well, for specifically for Eagles, we have cards. We have really nice wooden memory boxes that I've seen multiple people come in and buy. We have keychains. We have frames so that they can, nicely frame their Eagle certificate. We even have blankets. And I think there are other things like pens and belt buckles and all kinds of stuff like that. But what I think is great is I know that many people, when they're out shopping, kind of like to be able to take care of everything all in one spot. And you can do that with Eagle stuff also. We have party supplies. So we have plates and cups and napkins and a tablecloth. We even have cookie cutters and
Nice.
balloons that are appropriate for your Eagle celebration. So
I know we have a lot of stuff in our Scout store. But if they don't have it and they see something on Scout Shop or something like that on the online stuff, can we place that order for them and like help them out by saving them a little bit of shipping or
yes, if you don't mind coming out to our Scout shop and picking up your order, we can absolutely save you shipping. So if you are online shopping and you see some stuff that you want on the online store, give us a call and we'll order it for you, and you don't have to pay shipping, and you can run out and pick that up from us when it comes in.
Very nice. Well, I hope this has been informative on our Scout store. Thank you again, Brandy, for coming out and talking to us more about what we offer and what we can offer not only the people in our immediate community, but those just passing by and maybe they want to stop by and get their own personalized merchandise from the Abraham Lincoln Council when we get that in.
Yeah.
But again, for like updates and things, you can definitely check out our social media. Facebook is a big one. We do email blast. If you're wanting more information, you can always drop me an email at james.grable@scouting.org or askabe@scouting.org, and we'd be happy to answer any of those questions. Again, thank you, Brandy, for coming in.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for inviting me.
All right. All right, Matt, I think it's about time we plug some of our local events. Scouting for Food, March 13th through the 20th. Our bags are in. So for our local units, if you'd like to stop on by, pick up those bags. For those that are outside, our Scouting for Food covers 9 counties. And, it's a great way to give back to the food banks. And it's really a council-wide event, and we collect tons of food. So kudos to our local units for being a part of that.
Yeah, it was a great service project for our communities. Just want to give a quick update on everybody's favorite event, the Lincoln Pilgrimage. Quick update from our committee. They are hard at work providing the best possible experience for you and your unit. So be on the lookout on the upcoming weeks about some more details about this year's Lincoln Pilgrimage.
All right, for our Cub Scouts, for our log cabin rail splitter area, our Pinewood Derby, our fabulous, where we get and make blocks of wood, turn them into cars and race them down a track. That's coming up April 3rd for the log cabin rail splitter. We'll be in Taylorville this year, so look forward to that.
Yeah, so also on the western side of the council, the Honest Abe District Pinewood Derby will be held at April 10th there at the Jacksonville Speedway. Be on the lookout for more information about that. Unfortunately, the youth, I never got to go to the District Derby. I think I lacked in the skill department. Mine always looked the best though, so.
There you go. There's always a best in show.
Always.
All right. For more information about any of our local events, you can always check out our website at alincolnbsa.org. Click on the calendar or just watch the scrolling marquee along the side. Or check out our Facebook. We are always putting events and things on there, so definitely check that out.
Yeah, stay up to date. Follow us on social media.
There you go. That's been your Abraham Lincoln Council events.
Hope to see you there.
All right, welcome back to our Splitting Rails podcast. This episode, we're talking with more Eagle Scouts. Our female Eagle Scouts, our inaugural class of Eagle Scouts. Pretty exciting. Today we got Maya and Kat with us. Thank you guys for coming in. Look, she's all nervous. She even told me she was going to be nervous.
Yeah.
So this is going to be on YouTube, just to let you know.
All right.
Yeah. So, all right. So we'll dive right into it, and I always like to get a feel since, I talked this with the last Eagle Scout we had in here about I was never able to become Eagle. I did like 2 years of Cub Scout, so I was a little bitty guy in blue. And I know that there's a big journey with Eagle Scouts. Could you guys talk about like one of your most memorable moments that you guys have had in Scouts BSA? Don't all of you talk at once.
Probably just the first camp out where it all sunk in. This is real, where we actually started to figure out what we were doing.
How about you, Maya?
The memorable stuff for me is when I see the girls advance and everything.
Okay, so like watching others achieve certain levels and stuff. Speaking on that level of achievement, we know that it is a very adventurous track to get Eagle Scout. Was there something during your track to becoming Eagle that you overcame, like a fear, or like was it public speaking? Like for me, when I do camps, I talked about this with the last one, but it was always I started out on the climbing tower, 30-foot tower. They have to climb up. Kids are pretty good about climbing up, but when they get to the top and they have to rappel backwards, that's a little daunting for people. So we had this really young kid up there, and he would scream and he would scream, and you kind of coax him into it. Then once they get over that fear and then actually bounce down the wall, he's ready to scamper back up and then bounce down the next wall. So that's always like memorable for me. So was there like something that you guys had overcome during your like a fear of like talking like now?
Not so much a fear, but I've gotten a lot better at sharing with people since I've joined Boy Scouts. I've been, I didn't really start out very open to stuff. I was a little possessive.
So you didn't like to share?
Well, yeah.
How about you, Mike?
Talking.
Talking?
It's
I
so
couldn't
fun.
tell.
What?
Talking. So public speaking is not your big forte?
Yeah.
So that's okay. And did you do the communication merit badge, and did that help?
No.
No?
I don't
Oh.
like talking.
No. Why?
Well, speaking on merit badges, how many merit badges did you guys end up with when you got Eagle? Do you know?
29, I think.
29.
42.
42.
Maya's got
Yeah.
way more than I do.
Overachiever, huh? What's your favorite merit badge?
I have two. It's climbing and horsemanship.
Climbing and horsemanship.
Life-saving for me.
Life saving. So
Yeah.
anything to do with the water, saving lives. Which one was your hardest one? Which one did you guys struggle with?
The communications.
The communications.
The communications.
Now,
There's
see,
so
Kat,
much paperwork.
Yeah, I don't see that with you, Kat.
So much or not communication. The citizenship ones.
All
Yeah.
three of the citizenship,
Yeah.
world,
'cause
nation, and
the
community.
paperwork. There's just so much to do.
well, they are Eagle required. So, how about yours?
Hiking.
Hiking. Well, you don't like to walk
No, it's too much.
too much.
I like to walk.
So you got through all the hiking. So you ended up with how many miles at the end for your
I
hiking?
don't know.
Too much to count.
Yeah.
Too many sore feet.
What? So you're not coming on the Lincoln Pilgrimage this year?
I will. I'm not gonna like it very much, but
So when did you guys know that you wanted to become Scouts BSA? How long has it been a dream for you guys to like attain Eagle, like join?
Oh, for ages. At school, in my elementary school, there was a Cub Scout pack that came and did a flag ceremony for a Veterans Day
Okay.
celebration. And that was the first time I'd ever heard of it. And I was like, oh my god, that sounds cool. And we looked around, and it kind of fell to the back burner for a while. And then I started going on camping trips with my cousin's Boy Scout troop, which was fun. And so as soon as this troop opened up, I just had to join.
As soon as they opened it up, huh?
Yeah.
And you, Miss Maya.
My brother was actually in Boy Scouts.
So you got tagged along.
Yeah.
You had to come along, and then you liked it from afar, and then. Why don't you guys tell us a little bit about your Eagle project? What did you guys do for your Eagle project?
I made an American flag box.
American flag box?
Yeah.
Where are those at? Are they all over Chatham?
There's one in Auburn at
Auburn.
the church that I go to.
Okay.
I helped advance tech for the for a Springfield Catholic school. Should I say which one?
I don't know. It's up to
I
you.
don't know. It's St. Patrick's Catholic School in Springfield, and I set up like 50 laptops. They were recently wiped, so we had to update Windows and make a whole bunch of accounts just to set up a student account, and I ran a couple of safety classes too.
Very nice. So all that safety moments and things with the BSA helped, right? All your...
It prepared me for everything except the existential questions that were asked afterwards.
So now that you guys are Eagles, I know you guys are still in high school, right, for a little while. And then what are your plans after high school? What do you guys plan on doing?
After high school, I want to go to college and help my cousins with the scouting program.
Okay, so college, what field are you looking at? What?
Biology.
Biology.
I'm planning to go to college to field in accounting, actuarial sciences.
Oh.
Basically, I'm going to play around with statistics for a while.
Very nice. Well, is there anything that you would like other people out there to know about, becoming the first Eagle Scouts? If you were to do something, different, would there be something that you could suggest to people? Like, put your nose to the grindstone, get it done, enjoy
Always
the adventure.
double check the weather.
Double check weather.
Always double check the weather right before you leave.
Before your camp outs, hiking. But those are the ones that you remember the most, right?
Oh yeah, we got flooded, remember?
Yeah.
We had to get entirely new tents. And we checked the weather too. There was no hint of a storm until we were already set up.
Like I said, it's not the perfect days of outings and scouting. It's those that have like your freak snowstorm or whatever that you remember. Oh yeah, remember when we were out there and it was like -3 degrees or something? Yeah, we braved that in a tent. So, but those are the ones that you remember. It's never the nice sunny days. It's always those days that are like off the wall a little bit.
Yeah.
So, how about shout outs to anybody that helped you get along with the Eagle? Did you guys do it all by yourself, or did you guys have somebody in the background cheering you on? I see Maya's mom over there. I know Maya's mom was one of those,
Yeah.
right? She was like, come on, get it done.
So many people, I don't know where to start. Probably with my parents. That's where I should start.
Parents are good. Parents are
My
good.
parents, just everyone involved in the troop. I'm part of Venture Crew, and everyone there has been super supportive for me too. All of the adults, and I'm friends with a lot of the boys in our brother troop, and they've all supported me too.
Good.
So
Anybody outside of your mom?
Pretty much the same thing. Our brother troop and our troop have all came together and helped us.
Okay, very nice. Well, we appreciate you coming on, and we appreciate all your dedication to gaining Eagle and being the inaugural class of the Abraham Lincoln Council Scouts BSA girls. So again, thank you all for coming. Again, Maya, Kat, appreciate
glad to be
it.
here.
So awesome. What an exciting episode, Matt.
Absolutely,
this
man.
Splitting Rails. Man, we got to sit down and talk with, a few of our inaugural class of female Eagle Scouts and got to dive into their mind a little bit and find out, when they wanted to join scouting. It was back when a lot of them were dragged along to Cub Scouting and as soon as that opened up, those ladies jumped right on board, and man, they just drove. So it was pretty exciting to see that.
Yeah, it's always an exciting thing to see new Eagle Scouts and get a chance to speak with them. And hearing their stories through scouting, like make sure to check the weather before you go on a camp out. It really resonates. So they truly are an inspiration. I hope anyone listening who is a youth member, male or female, considers following their footsteps.
Yeah, and then Brandy also talked about the Scout store.
Yeah, our store manager Brandy popped on the podcast to talk about the Scout store. A lot of cool things happening at the store here in Springfield. Completely new look. So if you come into the store now, it looks completely different than you've probably seen in the past. So check out the new layouts and how the new merchandising that's coming up, like our ALC branded material. If you want to show off your support for the Abraham Lincoln Council, get some cool swag to show off.
Man, I can't wait.
Yeah, and so also check out our contactless delivery system we're testing out. So if you see something cool like getting a pair of Scout pants, Scout shirt, whatever, we actually set up a contactless delivery. So this give us a call here at the Scout office, send us an email, and we'll set aside for you to pick up at the vestibule here at the Scout Service Center.
Sweet. So I'd just like to touch on how you guys can find us. Not only are you, if you're watching us on YouTube, but you can also find us on iTunes, be able to listen to us and not really look at our faces, but just hear our soothing voices.
That's the recommended way to tune into the show, if you ask me.
And if there's any other, platforms out there that you guys want to see us on, please drop us an email. We'd love to hear about it. With that, this would be about the time that we would answer any of your email questions. And I think we did such a fabulous job last episode that we got none, Matt.
No, man, it's just that great of a job we did. No questions. Okay.
But we would love to answer any questions that you may have out there. So just drop us an email at askabe@scouting.org or james.grable@scouting.org. We'd love to hear from you guys, whether it's things we can change or, just simple questions about scouting. We'd love to answer those for you. So I think it's time to move on to our call to action item. On this call to action, Matt, we just want to remember or remind people to volunteer. Volunteer locally, at a district level, at the council level, just volunteer. And remember, do a good turn daily. That's what we live by.
Absolutely.
So I think it's time to outro. Here we go.
All right, James, hit the outro.
This has been Splitting Rails. I'm James Grable.
And I'm Matt Torres.
And we'd like to thank all of our guests for being on the podcast today.
If you'd like more information about scouting in Central Illinois, head to alincolnbsa.org. For live information and updates, follow us on social media at our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages. If you'd like to get into scouting, head over to bascout.org and find a local unit near you.
If you have feedback on today's episode, please email us at askabe@scouting.org, or you can drop me an email at james.grable@scouting.org. We'd love to hear from you. Join us again next time for more scouting topics as we split the rails. Thanks for listening. Bye.